Absolutely. And I am just so empathetic to the child that is constantly getting brushed off
Yes.
by, help that they need. And I also feel very empathetic towards the teachers who have to manage such full classrooms and they can't give the attention that every single student deserves.
Yeah. And while it's not the educator's fault whatsoever, it's the system completely, which is all why there's also another emphasis on why getting that tutoring and why kids learn better at an early age from that tutoring support.
Absolutely. And what I was finding interesting about the meta analysis was that it was also mentioning that the strongest impacts of tutoring would come from the actual teachers and educators and not so much from parents. So I thought that was interesting because you would think, well, the parents have the most connection with their kiddos as well. But judging by it, I find this in my work too. The parents, they're frustrated at the end of the day. And unfortunately, they don't have the time or really the energy to sit down with their kiddo and make them learn and practice these skills, let alone play. So we do need very skilled educators that can make learning fun and can also play with them. Doesn't seem like it is so difficult to learn these things when they're having fun, especially, the topics that they need to be mastering. And also, it's just they're having fun without even realizing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so who has the time and the energy for that as a parent?
Yeah. And it's also important to note that, like, yes, parents are exhausted and there's so much going on their plates. But if you think about it, kids, once they enter elementary and school going on, they spend the most time with their teachers. They don't spend the most time with their parents anymore. That was their formative 1 through 4, 1 through 5 years, where all of their interaction and learning came from parents. Now that they're being sent to school and they spend most of the day, most of the week, most of the month, most of the year with a teacher.
Right. I feel like as educators, sometimes we're like their secondary parents.
Yes.
And sometimes when I have an opportunity to tutor a student with really overwhelmed parents, they're just happy that I come over and that we do something. And I'm presenting, what we're about to do, what we focus on. I have like a very structured lesson plan sometimes or intervention plan. And I'm saying this is everything that we're doing. And I'm very excited about it and everything that we will do. And they're like, just thank you for coming over, and I'm so relieved, and as long as you do something or anything, and so that to me just kinda tells you that early intervention programs and tutoring by educators is so beneficial for the students as well, because I do think that they need that structure.
Yes, I completely agree.
Yeah.